as fuck. You probably can lift more than I don't know about lift more, but you're there.
I'm not that strong, but like I'm alright.
Did you come in to see? Cause you saw me looking up a Pokimane Thick compilation.
No.
What's up, guys?
There's a video called Confronting Pokimane. Dude, you might want to watch this on your own stream.
Nah, it's fine. I'm just gonna watch it on my own stream and then fake react. I do that anyway. I've already watched this.
True. You've already
I've
watched
already
this?
watched this. I've already watched this. Yeah. So I'm gonna react to it 3 times now. Let's go.
Graham here. So a few weeks ago, dozens of you began sending me this video. It was of a Twitch streamer who goes by the username Pokimane, who reacted to my feature and glamour titled How YouTuber Graham Stephan Lives in LA on $1.6 million a year. At first I didn't think much of it, but after realizing that it might be funny to record a video reacting to her reacting to me, I filmed a video and posted it on my second channel, The Graham Stephan Show. Well, unbeknownst to me, she actually saw that video and responded to it, and then after that, one thing led to another, and now we're about to meet up in
And now we're fucking.
person to get a behind-the-scenes look into the business of one of the most viewed Twitch streamers in the entire world. In just a few short years, she was able to
Who would that?
Twitch streamers
I'm
in the
so dumb. I can't believe I didn't realize this is offline TV.
entire world. In just a few short years, she was able to turn what many people would think is simply streaming video games in front of a computer into an online empire with almost a dozen employees and a following of over 20 million throughout Twitch, Instagram,
What?
Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. And since I'd like to think of myself as a business person, we're going to be diving into the workday of Pokimane and discover all the mechanics of running an online multi-million-dollar business that no one gets to see. Right after, of course, you smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, because if you don't, then Elon Musk is going to be sad. And we definitely don't want that to happen, so make sure that like button turns blue, and with that said, let's begin.
I would never want that. I'm going to yeah, he's right. I would never want that.
Mind if I close the door?
Yeah, sure.
Viz, you didn't even like the video,
What's
dude.
going on?
Miz, actually like it, dude. Thank you. That's what I fucking thought, buddy.
Elon, are you there, man? I got you.
She's
So, yeah, it's my aim. My bad.
just playing games. Let me show you. She's literally right there.
Oh my God.
That's my roommate.
When did you start realizing that all of a sudden this would be a business, where you could actually make a living doing it, and
I
then
remember
that's...
20s? Come on. 20s? Pokimane with 20s? Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
I remember the exact moment. I was
20s,
second
come
year
on.
university, and up until then, I had been streaming kind of like part-time as a hobby, and I was studying chemical engineering. And then it got
What?
to a point where 1 month, I made like $10,000+ in just brand deals. And once that happened, I was like, oh, okay, like this can actually be a job. Whereas before then, it was just something that I did kind of like part-time that kind of yelled some financial benefit. So instead of like getting a part-time job, I would just stream. But I really didn't see it as like a full-blown business until that month.
What would you say to people who ask what you do? How do you explain that? What do you call yourself?
Okay, honestly, whenever Uber drivers ask, I'm just like, I'm a YouTuber. Because that's what most like people, boomers, understand.
Greek, what do you say? Good.
And like now they know what YouTube
Wait, what?
is. But
Wait, I'm muted because I'm watching you. I can't hear you twice.
What do you-
My head's way too dank if I hear you 2 times.
What do you say? When people ask me what do, I say I leech. What do you do?
Hi, network, man.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Twitch and streaming, I mean, it's definitely gotten a lot more mainstream in the last couple of years, but there's still a lot of people who don't know what it is. So I usually just say like an online YouTuber influencer of sorts, or I say I make videos, and they'll say videos about what? I say videos about video games. Basically, I have my chat here, and then my alerts here.
Wait, does her shit move when she touches it?
Here, and then my alerts here.
Oh, it's like... I thought that she was touching it and it was moving.
When you're live streaming, your alerts are like people that are subscribing or resubscribing to your channel. If anyone
Don't call me a retard.
donates and there's a message, it'll show up there. For some reason, my mindset has never changed from like when I was in high school to when I was now, in terms of, I feel like if you make 100K a year, like you're set. So to be super honest with you, throughout the years of creating content and streaming, although the amount that I've made for sure has like exponentially increased in certain years. To me, after I started making 100K a year, everything else was kind of the same, which I also think will sound kind of crazy to you. But for me, like there really isn't a massive difference between like even like 200K and 300K. Because at the end of the month, like
I'm rich, bitch! Sorry.
you have enough to splurge on yourself when you want to. You have enough to pay.
I thought it was going to something else. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Is this also a Pokemon thing compilation? Like, what is this?
For Starbucks, yeah.
Dude, I'm
That's
so sorry.
$100,000 a year.
For a second, I thought Destiny was running these cameras. I'm like, what the hell is happening
Month,
here?
like you have enough to splurge on yourself when you want to. You have enough to pay.
For Starbucks, yeah.
Dude, I'm
That's
so sorry.
$100,000 a year.
Yo.
Sometimes we could literally
you,
just
Ross.
sit here and chat and talk about stuff or look at videos or do whatever for like hours. It's really up to me and my community to decide what we want to do.
I always felt
Marry
like
me!
I couldn't see streaming
Sorry.
as a full-blown job if it was always reliant on whether or not people wanted to donate to me or wanted to subscribe to me or trying to incentivize people to subscribe. It was really once I saw the connection with brands and being able to do projects with them and stuff like that that I could see it as a business or a long-term job. I think some cool things to see at
I mean, oh shit! I just spoiled. She lives.
What you do. How do you explain that? What do you call
increased in certain years.
it? Yeah.
Dude, I'm
That's
so
100.
sorry. There really isn't a massive difference between like even like 200K and 300K.
I mean, chat. She is kind of right there. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. Once you I feel like I've read multiple places that there's a distinct different once you reach like $75,000 a year, your life doesn't really change and your happiness doesn't change, right? And I feel like that it shows the point.
Halo Infinite gameplay tomorrow. Are you hyped or not?
Yeah, if E-Rob will play with me, but like maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you, chat. Have I noticed a distinct difference in my life since making a lot of money? Yeah, I'm happier. And, does the extra, $1 million a year I make definitely make me happier? Pfft, you're goddamn right. I could buy more boxes. So the point I'm trying to make to you, chat, is being poor sucks. Being rich is awesome. I love being rich, and I want to buy more boxes. Twitch Prime.
Because at the end of the month, like you have enough to splurge on yourself when you want to. You have enough to pay.
For Starbucks, yeah.
Dude,
Hilarious. Sorry. No, but I'm being serious. Money doesn't really make a big difference in my life. I don't think it makes a lot of difference in a lot of streamers' lives. I've said this before. Because I do think that streamers live a life of very simplicity, where it doesn't really make a difference after a few $100,000. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I agree with you, Miz.
Thank you, Greek. I really,
You're welcome.
What do I need? What? You really don't agree with me?
Yeah, I did. I'm just laughing at chat spamming kappas because it's true. It's true.
Eat the poor.
Miz, I agree with you. It's true, man.
Yeah, it is true. It's
true.
It's true. The caps
It's
are
true.
flying right now.
The caps are flying. Maybe they're just trying to find the
just
golden...
put question marks. Oh, you're one to talk, Shroud, about making money moves. Shut the fuck. Shroud, are you happy?
Everything.
Let's ask the man himself. Shroud.
Yeah.
Let's ask the man himself.
Ask the fucking man himself.
You make $50 million
Go buy a box,
a year.
you rich chode.
What? You make let's be real, Shroud. You're making $50 million a day. All right. I'm sure a lot of your old people had forgot that they tier 1 during your PUBG days. So, are you happier now with your millions than you were when you were just a wee lad making it up the Reddit line? Did money make a big difference? Yes. You're not helping me, dude. Wait, so are you saying what I'm saying is wrong? Absolutely. So are you saying what I'm saying is completely wrong?
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna just change. I think I'm gonna agree with Shroud now. Yeah, I think you're wrong, dude.
Well, wait till what he says.
Networking, boys. Networking. Yeah, Shroud, you're right, man. You're right, man, dude. I totally get the vibe, dude.
He said
you should queue up sometime. What? Go ahead.
He said, no, it's subjective, so you're right. Thank you, Shroud. Thank you. See? It is
Man
subjective.
who's buying 2 houses says it doesn't make a difference between 100k and 200k a year. Lol.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness me, man.
Well, I just got shit on, and you're completely accurate.
Right, can we go back to the Pokimane video, please?
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's
So sorry,
$100,000 a year
I've
in
never-
itself.
Sometimes we could literally just sit here and chat and talk about stuff or look at videos or do whatever for like hours.
Hey, chat.
Dude.
Has it been
Can you
hours
stop?
yet? What? I want to see how long I can do this for. Hey. What's up, guys? How does she do this for hours? Oh, I know what she does. Hey, now it works. Hey. Now we're talking, huh?
Any primers?
Yeah, this is actually usually how it goes, dude. Greek is in the call.
Any primers, guys?
Greek, I do
If
not
you
want to play
sub with
Valorant
Twitch
you,
Prime, I will personally thank you.
Greek, I do
Forget
not
or
want.
buy money. I want Shroud
The
monies.
first guy. The first guy, I will personally thank you.
Mizkif, get better content.
Miz, nobody subbed with Twitch Prime.
That's okay. At least they're here. That's all that matters. Plus, chat, when you think about it, right now, you're also in Shroud's house. Look around. Take a peek. Since you're on one of his screens right now, you're in Shroud's house. Look around. Open your eyes. Get those Monka W's out, all right? Get those Monka W's out. You're in Shroud's house. So forget the room tour for Pokimane. Let's look at the Shroud. Get a Shroud tour, boys. get them out. Nice.
Shut up and play the video.
Oh, okay.
It's really up to me and my community to decide what we want to do.
I always felt like I couldn't see
Wait,
streaming
he's got a knife?
as a full-blown
Can you
job
just
if it
play
was
Smite
always
now, try
reliant
Stephan?
on whether or not people wanted to donate to me or wanted to subscribe to me or trying to incentivize people to subscribe. It was really once I saw the connection with brands and being able to do projects with them and stuff like that that I could see it as a business or a long-term job. I think some cool things to see at my workstation would definitely start off with Asana. So this is basically where me and everybody that I work with communicate more or less. So certain things we have on Asana will be like contract deliverables or specific deals. And then I respond with,
She has a contract with Asana? What? That's sick. What the fuck is this? Wait, I just do all my deals through Discord and Twitter notifications. Some guy will at me with an ad and be like, do you want this or not? And I'm like, I guess. Like, I don't do this. What the fuck? It's a group work program. What?
Smite night.
Dude, I usually get my advertisements nowadays through Shroud and DMs. Where the hell? What is Asana? That is a lot. That's too much for me. That's too much.
whether or not I want to do it, if there's anything about the deal that I want to change.
Good for her, though. I'm going to be real with you, chat. Someone who is organized like this, mentally, it's like their vata is fantastic. So, dude, props to her. She treats it like a business, her sponsors, as you should. Good for her.
And then that gets sent back to my manager who deals with it with my agent.
Do you wake up every morning and there's like 50 offers for you to pick and choose from? Be like, I want to make 5,000 here. Like, is that how this works?
So it's definitely updated daily or as the deals roll in or as the opportunities roll in.
At what point did you start hiring on?
I'm going to be real with you, chat. Yes. Here's the thing. Guys on Twitch, there's a plethora of them. Girls on Twitch, especially girls on Twitch that are big, especially girls on Twitch that are big, that have the kind of audience that she has, there's literally like
Hey
three.
Miz, I am going through a divorce right now and you are what is keeping me going. Thank you for connecting me back to my childhood by playing Pokemon. Thanks for helping me through this less than 3.
Oh, you're welcome, dude. I appreciate that. Well, I don't appreciate you going through a divorce.
Love hearts in the chat, boys.
Thank you, man. But Yeah.
What was you saying, Mizzy?
I don't know. What were you saying, Greek? Were you saying something?
What was you saying though?
Shroud's here. What's up, man?
Shroud, what's up, man?
Because how many
Wanna
people
play
do you
duo
now
sometime?
have working behind the scenes?
Okay, do you want me to just break everything down
I
for
want you
you?
to break everything down.
Okay, top to bottom. So
Yes.
there's me,
Okay.
and I have an agent at UTA. So, like, technically she's not my employee, but she works with / for me still. For a very long time, I had editors. So just people that I would commission, hey, can you make
You
one
guys want to see mine? Like, dude, she's so hardworking. I'm so proud of her. Dude, confirmed Pokimane's a top. Watch this. Ready? Here's me. Right? Okay. Here's Sinak. All right. And then Sinak literally talks to absolutely everybody, and I do absolutely nothing, and he does all the work constantly. And I literally do nothing. He does every brand deal, every contract, every single thing possible. And I just sit here with like a fat fuck, and here's probably some, whipped cream on my stomach, and that's pretty much it. Sinak does literally everything, and I'm going to give him an unhappy face because I'm sure it's not fun.
Don't forget to draw names.
Oh yeah, and here's Axion in Discord messaging me about 12 times a day asking me how to get unbanned. So that's pretty much my life right there. These are not arrows going into Sinak, but it's pretty much damn close.
video? And then over the years, that turned into
Yes, I pay Sinak.
full-time editor. And then over the years, that has now become like, I need someone to manage my editors because I can't spend all that time like reviewing videos, telling people what to make videos about, reviewing thumbnails. I still have oversight on everything, so I'm in all the conversations, but I have someone else actively giving that feedback. I try to be as hands-off as possible just so I can have any sort of a personal life or time to myself. And I have hired a manager in general, which is just someone that I delegate tasks to and that communicates with companies, executes on things that I want their help with, but is mainly just like managing my day-to-day and my liaison for other companies.
Isn't that a type of couch?
So that I'm not the one responding to every email and stuff. Business expense by far is what I spend most of my income on. Probably like 10, 20K. I haven't actually counted up, but 10, 20K a month. Just paying other people out. I forgot to mention.
Same. Through computer deals and everything else. You're goddamn right. I paid 10 to 20K a month. Dude, I pay last month, chat. I'm going to pull some numbers out of my ass. 500,000.
That I now also have like a business manager, which is just someone who handles all of my finances,
That's
including
me!
paying all the people I mentioned out.
Yes.
That's me!
Including that, setting up meetings with like investment firms so that I can decide who to work with, and then also that person technically working for me. Everybody that helps me is just so crucial in terms.
I have Sinak. Sinak works for my investors. Sinak not only talks to my investors, he does my Roth IRA. Sinak does literally everything. Sinak is more me than I am. And I'm fine with that because I'm not a good me. I need someone to be a better me. So it's like, picture me, in Yu-Gi-Oh! When like there's two of him, picture I'm Yugi and then the O is Sinak. Sinak's like the older version and I'm the younger version who sits there on the playground and sniffs my own ass.
Of what I do, but typically I really trust the people that are on my team to find the right people to help me. I love everyone that I work with. However, I do agree that it is a lot of work kind of managing all these people.
Does it ever get stressful having so many people to talk to?
No, it's fun.
Yeah!
Oh, it does? No way. What? I thought it was going to be just fun and games.
There are no, it's not a 9 to 5. There's no times for this. Sometimes you have stream or YouTube issues at 10 p.m. Sometimes you have them at 1 a.m. It's really all over the place. And so you kind of have to be ready to respond to things.
Fuck this bitch. Imagine making $50 million a year and you're stressed and upset about things. Like, Greek, what do you have to say about that? You really mean that?
As they pop up. For example, literally just yesterday, we had an issue where one of my YouTube videos was flagged, which kind of means that it stops getting recommended, and you can even see how much it dips.
That is painful for me to see.
I know. Wow. It was like just going up and then it just dies. And when something like that happens, I have to communicate with someone at
Interestingly enough, my videos never get flagged.
YouTube, communicate with my YouTube manager, and be this middleman, try to make a decision of, do we take the video down, do we not? And when it comes to everything else, I just generally have oversight. So ultimately, it adds up to a lot more hours than just 6 hours on stream. Yeah. It's a lot. I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute.
I'm going to say something that Pokimane said that is very true. I feel like people don't realize this. Streamers. Come on, you got this. Streaming is a lifestyle. And what I mean by that is streaming is a 24-hour job and you're never off the clock.
Yeah, no, seriously, that's really how I feel. You know it's true when the entire chat is spamming true.
It's like, I could literally...
3 plus 3 is 11. True lol W. True lol W. It doesn't mean shit when they spam true. Everything they say is wrong. They're just a bunch of morons thinking that they're right because they're a giant glob of crap. They're not everything. 90% of the things they say are wrong.
True.
We always see working because there's almost always things on Asana that are just like emails coming in or projects that I can take part of or don't. In the beginning, I basically took any deal that aligned with my morals and what I
see, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm in the beginning of my streaming phase, right? We would all agree with that. Right now, I'm currently in the beginning of my streaming career. I'm here. My end is probably up here somewhere with Lyric. So this is where I'm taking all the deals. Raid Shadow Legend, free malware on the computer. Anything I can get, as long as it aligns with my morals, I'm gonna make that quick buck so that way I can make my stream more entertaining. I'm taking a long break. Hosted by Asmon. Thank you, Asmon, for the host afterwards. Like, because of these things, this is where I'm at. Once I'm around here, I'll probably start doing less sponsors, but for now, I really just need the money.
What I mean by that is like the things that are off limits to me are typically
no, that's my hairline.
They're just like gambling or alcohol or promoting anything that is like suggestive, which is just a personal choice of mine.
All the fun stuff.
And all the stuff that pays the most. So basically anything that wasn't that, and also that I felt like was a fine product, I was happy to promote. And then it got to a point where I took a lot of deals, mostly to build out my resume. It's kind of like working a job you don't really like so that you can get a job you do really like or have the credentials to get a job you really like. So for the first like 2, 3, 4 years, it was a lot of that. Now I'm just like, if it's not a yes, it's a no.
Trying this again. So where are we heading to?
So we are headed to the Offline TV house, which is where I used to live, and it's where all the other members of Offline TV live.
Let's go!
It's basically like a content house. We literally just do a bunch of crazy things. Our most recent videos are like haircuts for quarantine, and we're going to take some photos for our merch drop soon. My life-work balance is all over the place all the time. And I mean, to some extent, sometimes that's kind of fun, but other side of it is it makes it hard to like properly take care of.
I work, I sleep. 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 Thursdays I have off, but then I work, I sleep. I literally work and I sleep. That is all I do. I stream, I go live, I cry, I go to bed. I don't do anything else besides go to work, go to sleep.
Yeah, listen guys, streaming is the job.
And as soon as once you guys start taking it seriously, you know what? Maybe we'll start taking you guys seriously.
Seriously, yeah.
Seriously, yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, yeah.
Seriously, though.
Yourself or to do much self-development at all, honestly. And I feel like so many other people rely on me, all the people that I mentioned work with me, that I feel like I owe it to them to be responsive, to be punctual. So it really is a 24/7 job in the sense that you don't know when things will pop up. So it really is just like work, self, friends, pick two. And even that is hard to pick two.
How many days would you say you wake up and just don't feel like doing anything? But
Maybe 2.
you know you have to because there's so many people counting on you. And you just, something happens personally, just behind the scenes, and it just throws you off for the day. How often does that happen? What do you do?
Well, so if it's a day that I have to stream, I just force myself to. I'd say it probably happens like 20% of the time, if not more. I mean, sometimes you'll literally be in the middle of the stream and something will happen that really, really ruins your mood. And you kind of just try to push yourself through it. And sometimes that's good, sometimes it's not good because you...
Yeah. She's right. She's right.
What do you do when your mood gets ruined and you're streaming, Mizzy?
What do I do when my mood gets ruined? What do I do when my mood gets ruined? What do I do when my mood gets ruined? Click the end stream button. Hey, I go. Yeah, I literally get the fuck off and I go to Maya's house.
You should give yourself a break. But yeah, lately I have been trying to treat it even more so as a job in that aspect. But if I didn't have a stream schedule and it was really that bad of a time, I just wouldn't do it. So right now we have a merch shoot for Offline TV. So we have some photographers with masks and all of us, we see each other regularly. So we're basically just going to be taking some photos for the merch drop that we're going to have soon.
Not product placement, by the way.
Yeah, when it comes to merch, it's just a lot of back and forth between you and the designer or you and the manufacturer.
God damn! Look at those bands! Holy shit! Jesus Christ, Greek, I didn't know you still have mod in Poke Chat.
Pokimane dropping shade on a YouTube vid.
Dude, what is Pokimane possibly saying that's shade? What was shade here?
Company or the company that's going to be getting the materials.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of little edits back and forth for months and months and months until you're really happy with the collection.
So this is months of work to do this?
Yeah. The actual time input you don't really see. The back and forth revisions with the designers. Even like, sometimes I will literally like draw on an iPad or draw on Paint the kind of idea that I want them to put together. So all of that.
Chat, no, this guy's not short. He's normal.
Smile.
Pokimane's very tall. She's like 5'9.5". She was tall, a little bit taller than me, but she was also wearing Godiva shoes or something like that. So she's very tall.
It takes a lot of time and effort as well. So yeah, there's always something in the works, and it's always being organized on this dashboard.
Have you ever had to fire anybody?
Yes. That's the toughest because, I mean, anyone I hired, I generally really like. I want things to work out. There have been times where I've had to like let someone go because not meeting deadlines, or it's really tough also because sometimes you become friends with people, and if you know they're just like going through a tough time in life, you can give some leeway, but at some point you have to decide when it's too much leeway.
You know all about that, getting fired, Miz.
What are you trying to say, Greek?
Weren't you a cameraman once? You got fired.
I retired, Greek. I retired. Oh, what? I made a joke about you, so now you gotta come back and shit on me?
Yes.
And that's what friends are for.
And that's what
all
friends
those
are for.
things. So I feel like I went from like a streamer to a boss of some sort, and that's been a huge learning experience. Luckily, some of these people that maybe I had to stop working with for a while, I get to work with later on when things do improve.
All right, let's try one of these.
Gonna be eating a donut.
Which one should I get? Comment down below and let us know.
Chocolate eclair.
I'm gonna grab the Oreo. Do you feel any pressure right now to make the most of it now? Like, are you ever afraid of this going away?
I feel like the way that I alleviate that feeling is just by saving the large majority of my income. So I feel like if my income went up and my spending went up, then I would be really worried about that kind of thing, because it's like, how do I maintain this life?
I know what you're thinking, chat. Mizkif, do you save money? Drumroll, Greek. $4,000 right here, boys.
Okay. DMCA.
$4,000 right there, chat. But no, seriously, I do save money. I have Synac does do investing for me, and if you want to know exact numbers right now, it's like $250,000. So, what are you laughing about? Only $250,000.
I'm laughing at the amount of fucking Kappas being fucking spammed, mate. I'll be honest.
Right now, I have like around $250,000 invested in stocks. But here's the thing: it's not invested. So how it's working is how it's working is it's sitting in my bank account, and then every month I'm buying boxes, and those boxes are going on my wall, and then I'm going to keep using that as an excuse.
Style, etc. But at this point, it's like,
yeah.
You guys like Bitcoin?
I've saved up enough money to like live reasonably for a long time, so I'm not too worried about it all ending. Instead, I'm just trying to worry.
Dude, if Pokimane really wanted to, chat, you want to know how she could become a billionaire overnight? She could just do an OnlyFans. And I mean, she would never do that, but if it came to it and she needed money, she literally could just like, yo, twinkle toes, and then like, boom, that shit skyrocket. Dude, it would ruin her brand, right? But if there was nothing else, you know, and she had to like live at someone's house rent-free and just sit there and use their friends for auto hosts constantly and manipulate them into hosting them constantly and have fishes on their TV.
Hey, that sounds like me, dude. What the hell?
About really enjoying what I do.
You're the most hand person ever. Just
I could have made, guys, I could have made coffee for you guys. It's a waste of money.
like literally, it's like a character trick.
It is. I feel like this is done on purpose now.
This is awesome. Is this like what your
It's just, it's gonna
Scar does not give a fuck about any of this. He just wants us to get over with and go back to playing League.
trigger all of my viewers right now.
You see, so like no matter how busy you get, you always make coffee at home.
Oh yeah, it takes you longer to go on the app, figure out what you want, wait
love
for
Scar,
it,
man.
go to the door. It takes you longer than it takes to fill up a coffee machine at home. Ninja milk.
I don't drink Ninja milk. You want?
Oh, that's like a soda. I'll drink it though. I'm not gonna let it go to waste. It's free, so
Oh shit, they're watching the Austin show.
technically.
I mean, let me talk about a few things about money that make me mad. One, rent in Los Angeles. Why is it $1 million? And also taxes. California taxes are tough.
True.
And
Tell me
very
about
much
it.
make me want to move to Vegas.
That's what I've been saying.
What? No, come here. What?
It's crazy to think because like
That's why Texas was such a big deal for me to move here in the first place. Is what the fuck happened to her hand? For me and a lot of streamers, I know a lot of you guys are just gonna say, oh, soda poppin'. Yes, that was a big part of it to move here was because of soda poppin', but there's other reasons why I moved here, and one of them was because taxes. You save so much money on taxes just being in this state. And then not only that, but houses are bigger. Dito is on the chair right now looking cute. Like, there's a lot of things that made me come to Texas that weren't just money. Wait, it was money. What's up?
like my mom's a teacher. And so for me to think I'm just like throwing away my mom's salary because of where I reside, long term I'm just like,
damn, my mom makes $100,000 a year.
Financially irresponsible. But also there is the upside of, well, if you're in LA, business opportunities, this and that.
So I saw it as bit as like there's an opportunity cost of leaving Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Everyone is here. How much you generally save? Can you give a percentage?
100% is your income. I put away about 40% of everything I make into like a tax savings account. And then I would say I don't touch another half of that. So 30% is just like in the bank. And then I would say the last 30 is either stuff I have as like business expense or spending income. I would have to try so hard to spend like 10K in a month. What do you spend $10,000 on in a month? And I
On a fucking gold chain, I'll be honest.
Where's my box?
I feel like to be spending like all the money that I make, what am I going to be like leasing out cars every day doing all this? So yeah, I feel like the amount that I spend, it's hard for me to say frugal because it's not in a similar sense to you where you're like.
One thing I know about Pokimane, I know a lot of you guys are gonna cap me because you just want to hate on her. She does not spend a lot of money actually in person. She lives a very normal life. I would say, as from meeting her, yes, she has a nice place and shit, but for the money she makes, she does not live the life she could live easily. Easily. Like, she lives a very normal life. She wears normal clothes. Not even Gucci half the time. It's usually just Prada crap, you know? But she lives a very normal life.
I'm an
Don't order
extreme.
Postmates.
Yeah, no, I'm an extreme, certainly.
For me, it's just like I don't purchase things that I don't need, and anything that I do need will probably ultimately be like under 3K a month or so,
Sure.
I'd say. So in terms of percentage, that is
Only one, though.
within my disposable income, so I'm all good.
Everyone's smiling together. That's my favorite thing to do. It's like a comfortable way of being in front of hundreds of people and just like hanging out and talking to them all at once. Look at the smileys. Doesn't it just feel good?
So I'd say
Fuck you, chat. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh, do you mean fuck you? Because in that case, I'll van the fuck up, baby.
Fuck you.
Depends which one. Fuck you.
the majority of my income definitely comes from Twitch. And people talk a lot about like donations and this and that, especially when you're a female streamer, but like at this point in time, it's under 5% of my income stream. And then sponsor deals are kind of tough because it's not just Twitch, but it's also YouTube and it's also a lot of stuff. So we have.
I make all my money through sponsors. I'm gonna be real with you, chat. All my money comes from Twitch. A lot of it, like I would say, 50% comes from sponsors, 50% seed, 50% weed. Like I make.
Like Miz literally bought a house off Raid Shadow Legends. He bought a house because of those guys.
All that. YouTube, ad deals, also sponsorships. Instagram, you don't really make money off of unless you do sponsorships, which I don't really like to. Sometimes merch. Hats
Exclamation point raid. He's right.
really don't do well.
Wait,
but
go back.
mainly in our industry.
The part.
Greek, you haven't missed any of this, okay?
Sponsorships, which I don't really like to. Sometimes merch. Hats really don't do well, but mainly in our industry because, you know, we're in the gaming industry and merch in general does really well. Shirts, hoodies especially, and sweatpants. But hats, I think it's just because maybe gamers don't go out as much. But yeah, for sure. You just
Wait, I was
different
just
things
about
that
to
you think,
launch
oh, this is really cool. Like it
What
looks
the
good.
fuck?
The
I was
quality's
just
good. The
about to
fabric's
launch
good.
hats. Are
if
you
it doesn't
kidding
suit your
me?
demo,
I just made 1,000 hats to sell. Oh no!
Greek, who are you going to be selling 1,000 hats to? Other communities? Like, where were you going to go? All right, like,
Dude, I was gonna make a Greek Godex hat. I just ordered 1,000 of them, and now I just learned from this video that hats don't do well because gamers don't go outside.
you
which
could
is
sell.
honestly kind of true.
It is true, but gamers, you could sell 1,000 hats easily, dude. You could sell 1,000. I think you could sell 1,000 hats.
Yeah, but nobody but me and Summit and Nick Mers wears hats inside.
Right, but
Who else wears a hat?
Summit. What do you mean?
I just said Summit.
Oh, Nick Merckx.
I'm pretty sure I said him too.
I do sometimes nowadays.
Somebody said it,
your
E-Rob.
community
What the
doesn't
fuck
really
is an
like it.
E-Rob?
Doesn't work.
Yeah, what is the
What are you investing in? This is what I'm really curious about.
Sometimes I find startups that I think are really interesting.
Okay.
And I will look into it and see whether it's a good investment. So that's one thing.
How do you get access to those startups?
I literally just reach out to them.
Do you really?
Yeah. And then, I mean, I think they also see that like I have a certain amount of followers. And like, oh, like this is influence and money. And
Dude, she's a smart fucking girl. I swear, chat, she's a ruthless, smart businesswoman. I like that a lot. I actually like that a lot that she's like that. Because I always like people that are stupid, like they don't just like throw their money away or waste their money on stupid shit. I always like people that are smart with their investments, and she's definitely smart.
typically they're pretty interested in that, but then I always have to run it by my financial advisor, and I usually put him in touch with the company so he can actually look through their plans or their records, and he basically lets me know whether it's a decent investment to make or not. He also sometimes runs investment ideas by me, and he has also there was a period of time when he introduced me to many.
No.
That Dono said something, but he was just it was like he was talking to a wall, man.
Oh, tell Greek the merch he should sell are pillows and blankets.
What? What does that
good.
fucking mean?
Investment firms, and I have to choose one. So like your Goldman Sachs of the world.
Sure.
So yeah, and then I have that, and I literally just set aside a certain amount of money, and just give that to them. For the last 6-7 years, I've just been grinding as Pokimane, that I haven't really allowed me, Iman, just the person, to experience much of her life as a regular 20-whatever-year-old. Or even just as a regular teen, because I've been doing this since I was 17. In university, I mean, in college, my 2 years, I probably went to one party, maybe. So I don't want to sound...
I used to go out all the time. So if you guys don't know who I was in college, I literally got laid all the time. I would go out to parties. I would get rejected. I would go on Tinder, get the fattest girl I could possibly find. They were always down to come to my house as long as I picked them up. So I would go out. I would call an Uber. They would come to my house. It was great. I always used to get with fat chicks. That's all I used to do. Fat chicks were the way, because fat chicks were the easiest ones. I mean, it sounds fucked up, but they were always down to fuck. So I'm like, I would never fuck them though. I never fucked fat chicks because but
Why? Whoa! Why not, dude? That's kind of fucked up.
Well, no,
That's fucked up, dude. Why not?
I just to me hold on, I gotta redo this fake story.
Okay, redo it real quick.
I used to
I put you in a.
I used to fuck fat chicks all the time because more pushing for the cushion, you know?
Saved. Yeah. Why did you like that then?
What? Why did I like fat chicks back then?
Yeah.
Because they're just more down to do whatever.
You mean what are you trying to say? They don't have sex very often, so when they do, they go all out. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, that's me, Greek.
Okay, I don't know, man. Your fake stories need a little. Go do it again from the beginning.
I love all women, and all women should be treated equally and are great. There's nothing.
There we go, saved.
There's nothing besides a good woman in this world. And every man needs a good woman, but every woman does not need a good man. Men are gross.
Wait, what the fuck?
It's worth pitying me or anything like that.
I'm a man.
I really love
Especially fat men.
working. I think you can relate. Yeah, I had a really, really good time, but I also just grinded day in, day out, and realized that I could just allow myself to do this forever, or I have to be very adamant about setting time aside for myself.
I usually either watch TV or read to wind down. At the end of the day, I love my Kindle.
Going out in college is so expensive.
Ultimately, long term,
Unless you leech off of other people's Ubers, it's like $15 to the house and back to campus.
Dude, I never went out in fucking college, ever. Because guess what? I would go to parties. I went to Rutgers.
Greek gotta start selling moldings of your enormous lung.
Dude, I went to Rutgers, and how it works is you need 5 girls for every guy, and it's the most annoying fucking shit ever. 5 girls. The only people that are going to be getting into the parties there are either gay kids or Hassan. Like, nobody got into those parties because it just didn't happen. And that's what the whole point was. It was so fraternity brothers can just yoink all the girls.
Lapras and Jeanette.
All the girls went to the frat parties, and then the non-frat guys just got fucked, and we had to go play Smash with each other. That's how my day went.
These dodos are just talking to walls. I love that emote.
I
Dodo
really,
wall.
really find great interest in business. I love helping people. I wish I could be a
Ms.
consultant
Dodo
for like
wall.
every esports company, any company that wants to get into like influencers or gaming or this whole internet space. Yeah, I feel like right now all I want to do is provide as much value as I can. And I feel like the thing that I know and understand the best is truly social media platforms, online influencing, and I really just want to help and teach that and create businesses down the line. Guys, make sure you not destroy, annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm.
Or else.
Anything for you, Pokey!
Poki Omega Low.
Or else Graham will come to your house every single time you order Starbucks and give you a lecture.
That's fine. He's got a lot of views. There goes your like, man. You ruined it.
You heard it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Came all the way here. You gotta make it turn blue. If you just do that, that's it. And with that said, we got the rest of the video.
Thanks for watching.
So really quick, I just finished editing and I want to throw myself in here to say that now I have like 72 hours of cumulative work like thrown into this video to make this happen. So if you guys appreciate that, just please make the like button turn blue.
Wait, is the like button really something that fucking matters?
He really wants that. He's asked 3
Should have
times.
invested in some bitches at Rutgers rather than a degree.
Dude, I couldn't get laid, and you know what? I don't really care. Like, I started taking, what is it, the things for your face when I was in college. And that's when my dick stopped working, and that's when I stopped caring about sex. And it was sophomore year of college, and I just didn't care anymore because I was like, fuck this shit. It was Accutane. So, once that started happening, I just started playing Wrath of the Lich King private servers all day, and I was at peace. So I just sat there, and I was a resto druid. What is so funny?
I love Dodo Wall so much, dude. It is the funniest fucking emo. Miss, you saved me. It's just talking to a wall.
Yeah, I'm asexual as fuck. Yo, thank you.